Did you know nearly 70% of drug recalls happen because of labeling errors? That means thousands of medicines are pulled off the shelves every year just because of one small mistake in label. And the consequences? Patients harmed, companies fined, carriers destroyed. Pharmaceutical labeling is not just about printing words on a box. It's about accuracy, compliance, and life or death decisions. One missing warning, one incorrect dosage, and boom, lawsuit worth of millions. Regulatory agencies are cracking down harder than ever. In 2023 alone, the FDA, EMA, and MHRA issued over 1,500 labeling related warnings. Missing one step in the labeling process that could mean a massive drug recall, regulatory penalties, and even legal action. And let's dive into the world of pharmaceutical labeling. So, what is pharmaceutical labeling? Pharmaceutical labeling is a written, printed, and graphic information on a drug's packaging, leaflet, or digital documentation that provides dosage, safety, storage, and regulatory details to ensure proper use and compliance. But it is more than just a sticker, it's a lifeline for patient safety and compliance. One small error can lead to overdoses, lawsuits, or even deaths. Did you know that 70% of drug recalls happen due to labeling mistakes? And in 2023 alone, the FDA issued 1,500 plus warnings. Misplaced decimals, toxicity, wrong instruction is equal to disaster. So if you're in pharma, you cannot afford to get labeling wrong. Ever. So, what is the scope of pharma labeling? For patients, clear labeling means knowing how, when, and how much medicine to take. It warns about side effects, allergies, interactions that could be dangerous. Without proper labeling, patients are at serious risk. Pharma labeling is not just a legal requirement, it's a lifesaver. 60% of the medication errors happen because patients misread or misunderstand drug instructions. One wrong dosage can lead to overdose, toxicity, or even death. In 2019, a cancer drug in Europe was recalled due to a tiny translation mistake. The result? Overdoses, severe toxicity, and multiple lawsuits. Companies face billions in fine and patients suffer. So the scope of labeling is forever, and along with it comes the risk, as it's not only about compliance, it's about saving lives, preventing harm, and ensuring the right treatment every time. So what are the types of pharma labels? Pharma labeling varies across the world, but it all starts with core data sheet called the CDS. The core data sheet is the mother document of all pharma labels worldwide. It contains the essential safety, efficacy, and usage information approved by a company for a drug. The CDS isn't just written, it's built on evidence. It starts with clinical trial data, safety reports, and regulatory approvals from global health agencies. Pharma experts analyze this data to define dosage, indication, contraindications, and risk. Then it undergoes internal review, regulatory alignment, and continuous update based on post-market safety signals and emerging research. From CDS, regional labels like USPI, USMPC, and PIL are created by adapting to local regulations. Regulatory agencies expect CDS to be precise. Any inconsistency can lead to label recalls, delayed approvals, or even product ban. The CDS serves as the global reference, shaping regional labels like USPI, USMPC, and patient information leaflets. Instruction for use are crucial for devices, while the electronic product information is the future of digital labeling. Across the globe, different labeling formats exist, each tailored to its audience and regulatory authority. In the US, the prescribing information guides healthcare professionals with detailed drug data strictly regulated by the FDA. For patients, the patient information leaflet translates medical jargon into layman's terms, ensuring safe usage. And if the drug involves self-administration or a device, the instruction for use provides step-by-step guidance. Meanwhile, in the Europe, the summary of product characteristics serves the same purpose approved by the EMA. But what ensures the consistency in EU labeling is the UQRD, Quality Review of Documents, which is a standardized framework that harmonizes SMPC, PIL, and labeling formats across Europe. So pause here and watch this table to understand the key differences between USPI, SMPC, PIL, IFU, and UQRD. As regulatory bodies don't forgive errors, for example, a mismatched label can halt a $1 billion drug launch. So pause here and watch this table to understand how a drug label is derived. This chart illustrates the development of a label. Every drug label around the world starts from one key document called the company core data sheet, which is the mother document containing all globally approved safety, efficacy, and usage information for a drug. From the CDS, country-specific labels like USPI, USMPC, and local market product information are created. The other term that you need to be aware is the CSI, company specific information or country specific information, which ensures compliance with the local regulations, while RSI, which is called the reference safety information, is crucial for clinical trials. So understanding these terms are key to regulatory success. So when is a CDS or label updated? A single delay in updating a label can lead to patient harm, lawsuits, or regulatory action. Label changes are triggered by new safety warnings when adverse drug reactions are detected in clinical trials or real world use. Regulatory authorities like FDA, EMA, and MHRA or any other health authority may also mandate updates based on new safety or effectiveness data, and failing to comply can result in fines or product suspension. Changes in manufacturing, formulation, or storage condition also requires update. Lastly, post-marketing surveillance data from real-world patient reports can reveal new risks, making timely label updates crucial for safety and compliance. So how are label changes managed? Managing label changes is a step-by-step process that starts with identifying the required change, whether for safety, compliance, or formulation. Next, the company core data sheet is updated and submissions are made to regulatory agencies like FDA and EMA. Once approved, local market labels such as USPI and SMPC are updated, followed by translations for global compliance. Packaging inserts and digital labels are then revised, and healthcare professionals, pharmacists, and patients are notified of critical changes. In some instances, only a country-wise requirement may happen, and in that case, a local PI or local labels would be updated accordingly. This process is crucial as 40% of the drug recalls in 2023 were due to labeling issues, and regulatory agencies impose million-dollar fines for outdated safety information. So who reviews the labeling changes? It's a team effort ensuring compliance, accuracy, and safety. Regulatory affairs ensures labels meet FDA, EMA, MHRA regulations and handling the submissions and approvals, whereas medical affairs checks the scientific accuracy, making sure healthcare professionals and patients understand the information. Pharmacovigilance team monitors the safety data, triggering updates when new risks emerge, whereas the legal and compliance team ensure the labels follows the law and prevents misleading claims. So the core labeling team includes strategists, writers, and regulatory experts who manages the global updates, whereas ad hoc members from manufacturing, supply chain, and IT assist with packaging and digital labeling. Finally, the safety review committee, a cross-functional expert panel, reviews the critical safety changes, ensuring the consistency and reducing the legal risks. Every drug label goes through layers of expert review to keep the patient safe and healthcare professionals informed. What are the tools that are used in pharma labeling? Did you know 90% of the pharma labeling errors happen due to manual process? That's why companies now rely on specialized tools to stay compliant and error free. Tools such as Veeva Volt automates global label tracking, cutting approval delays by 30%, whereas DXC Toolboxes ensures FDA, EMA, and ICH compliance, flagging outdated labels before submission, and Lorenz eValidator detects formatting and compliance errors, saving companies of millions in recall costs during publishing, and text verification tools uses AI to proofread labels, catching typos, omissions, and add translation errors used by the 90% of the top pharma companies. With the right tools, pharma companies can avoid disasters and ensure label accuracy. So want a career in pharma labeling? Here's how to get started. First, you need the right education. A degree in pharmacy or life sciences is essential. Gaining experience in regulatory affairs, pharmacovigilance, or quality assurance will help you break into the field. Next, mastering FDA, EMA, and ICH regulatory guidelines is crucial for compliance. Learning key pharma labeling tools like Veeva Volt, DXA Toolbox, Lorenz eValidator, and TVT will give you a competitive edge. Attention to detail is critical, as even a single typo can lead to life-threatening errors. Building a strong resume and professional networks on platforms like LinkedIn will improve your job prospects. Finally, apply for labeling roles and stay updated to the latest industry trends, especially digital labeling and automation. But what about the future of pharma labeling? The industry is transforming fast. AI and automation are replacing manual jobs, and e-labeling and digital platforms are becoming the new norm. By 2027, 50% of pharma companies will have fully automated labeling process. To stay relevant, and professionals must continuously upgrade their skills and embrace new technologies. Hope you learned some new information from this video. Comment the topics that you'd like to know more in detail, and I will make a separate video that has more likes. Encourage us by hitting the like button and share this video to your friends and family. Most importantly, subscribe and hit the bell button to receive notifications from our channel. Thank you for watching and see you in another video.